We start our ride in Ellicott Creek Park. The parking there is very easy, and it also is a quick way to get on the trail where you can either go north to Lockport or south to Buffalo. The ride starts with about 2 miles of on-road. It's not a heavily trafficked road, but you do need to be cautious. The trail is 21.7 miles, a flat, easy pathway. Once on the trail, you'll see the Erie Canal on your right as we head toward Tonawanda. During this time of COVID, we were a little disappointed that we couldn't go to the restaurant that you see across the river, the big gray building, because last summer we had a great time having a cocktail and a snack outside on their patio. That brief diversion only kept us on the road for about 5 seconds, and now we're back on the trail. Another victim of COVID was a great barbecue restaurant just over to our left called Smoke on the Water that's permanently closed now. The trail takes us back on the street for probably less than a mile. Keep your eye out. The Statue of Liberty is on our right. Didn't know we were in New York City. We just turned off the Erie Canal, and now we are riding next to the Niagara River. You can see Grand Island off to the right. Before the canal, Buffalo was just a sleepy little village of less than 2,000 residents. However, that was going to change once it was designated as the canal's western terminus. Despite being on Lake Erie, Buffalo didn't have a harbor at the time. The lake tides offshore were strong and the lake was shallow in this area, and there was also a sandbar that prevented most boats from reaching shore. Our trail winds through several parks along the lakeshore where you can stop and have a picnic lunch or maybe find something at the food stands once they're open again. Once we get under the Grand Island Bridge, the path gets into a more industrial neighborhood. This is the only restaurant that actually is on the trail. We stopped there for a cocktail and a snack last year, and it was pretty good. As we ride along the side of Route 190, it's interesting to note that this was formerly the bed of the Erie Canal. The trail is well marked, but from this point on, we do a lot of twisting and turning. Uh-oh, a dead end. The gate's locked, probably because it's the weekend. So I guess we have to turn around and go back. It's a good thing we've been here before because we know we're probably going to have to go up the road and onto the street. Oh geez, another trail closure. Good thing we've done this before, as I said, because we're going to just scoot around and get on that bridge and go over onto Unity Island. This is definitely not the prettiest of sections of this ride, but it doesn't last very long. So here we want to go right and get on that bridge that is in the background. Ready to go, Randy? Once you get across the bridge, just keep going straight till you find the river again. Well, it's time to exit Unity Island and get back on the main trail. So we just have to cross this bridge, and unfortunately we're going back up to the street. This is the most congested part of the ride, partially because of the construction that's going on, but also Niagara Street's a pretty busy street. We weren't on the road for very long, and now we're coming up on the Peace Bridge to Canada. I understand there's one time of the year, I think it's October, where bicyclers can actually cross this bridge without any car traffic, but not this year because of COVID. Another detour. So once again, we had to turn around and go backwards. One thing to keep in mind when you get around to this section is stay as close to the river as you can, and you will end up at Canalside. And now we arrive at Canalside, the western terminus of the Erie Canal, and a centerpiece of waterfront revitalization in Buffalo. Here you can see elements of the original Erie Canal harbor, including the commercial slip and a wooden plank central wharf. We've ridden this trail several times now, and the fact that it's fully paved makes it pretty appealing. It's also an easy ride, and there are plenty of places to stop once COVID restrictions are lifted.